Find the values of each of the following trigonometric ratios. Sine 300. This is the first quadrant. This is the second quadrant. This is the third quadrant. This is the fourth. And very important thing is you should know which ratio is positive. First quadrant, all the ratios are positive. Second quadrant, only sine and cosec, tan and cot, cos and secant. So how do you find sine 300? First, you have to know which quadrant is 300. Tell me, where is 300? Fourth quadrant is 270 plus, isn't it? So it is in the fourth quadrant. So you know that 300 is in the fourth quadrant. So if it is the fourth quadrant, you can write it in terms of 270 or you can write in terms of 360. First, let us write sine in terms of 270. Let us write. Okay, we can write in terms of 270 or you can write in terms of 360. If I write in terms of 270, this sine 300 is 270 plus 30. 300 is sine 270 plus 30. Now, when you write in terms of 90 or 270, so remember, when you write in terms of 90 or 270, you should change the sign to its complementary ratio. So, sine will change to, what is the complementary ratio of sine? It is cos. Sine 90 minus theta, cos theta. So, sine 270 plus theta will become cos and then write this 30. So, sine 270 plus 30 is cos 30. Ignore this now. Sine 270 plus 30 is cos 30. 270 plus 30 is in the fourth quadrant. Cos is positive. So, sine will be negative. This is a sine. The question is sine, right? Sine should give a negative answer. Don't see cos here and put positive. You have to check here. Sine is giving a negative. What is the value of minus cos 30? Find. So cos 30 value is, what is the value of cos 30? Root 3 by 2. So minus sign here. So minus root 3 by 2. Now the same thing I can also write in terms of 360. Isn't it? Because it is the fourth quadrant, I can write in terms of 270 or I can write in terms of 360. So if I write in terms of 360, it will become sine 360 minus 60. Now when you write in terms of 360 or 180, when you write in terms of 360 or 180, don't change the ratio. Ratio remains as it is. So sine 360 minus 60 will become sine 60. So remember, when you write in terms of 90 or 270, you have to change. So sine 60, then you refer sine 360 minus theta is the fourth quadrant. Which ratio is positive? Cos. So sine is negative. So put negative here, minus sine 60 values root 3 by 2. So we got the same answer. You can write in terms of 270 or 360. Now the second one, cos minus 210. Now, cos minus 210 is the question. One property, cos minus theta. Cos minus theta is cos theta. Secant, reciprocal, secant minus theta is also equal to secant theta. These are called even functions in trigonometry. They are called even functions. So, cos of minus theta is cos theta. Secant minus, whenever you see a minus negative sign for cos and secant, inside is cos of minus theta, secant of minus theta, ignore that minus sign. But if it is in terms of sine, sine of minus theta, cosecant minus theta, tan minus theta and cot minus theta, these are all called odd functions. So odd functions, you have to take the sign outside. It will become minus sine theta, minus cosecant theta, minus tan theta, minus cot theta. So remember these properties of the trigonometric ratios. Cos and secant are even functions. So cos of minus theta is cos theta. So what is cos of minus 210 now? What is cos of minus 210? See, cos of minus theta is cos theta. So what will be cos of minus 210? It is cos 2. Just ignore the minus sign. Ignore that minus sign of the angle. Just cos 210. Now it is like the previous sum. Where is 210? Which quadrant is 210? Third quadrant. So how do you write now? Third quadrant, how do you write the angles? You can write third quadrants as 180 plus 270 minus. Which is better? 180. Because if you write in terms of 270, you have to change it into the complementary ratio. So when you write in terms of 180 and 360, you need not change. So cos, better write in terms of 180. 180 plus 30. So just write the ratio cos, just ignore the 180, just write cos 30. Now you have to check the sign. In the third quadrant, tan is positive. Tan positive. That means cos is negative. So minus cos 30. So minus root 3 by 2. Secant 390. 390 is the first quadrant. So 360 plus 30. Then it becomes secant 30 itself because 360 you will not change the ratio. So secant 30. What is the value of secant 30? What is cos 30? Root 3 by 2. So secant 30 is 2 by root 3. What is the sign? First quadrant A. A stands for all ratios. So all ratios are positive. So it is plus. This is the first quadrant. So all ratios are positive. So plus. Fourth one, tan minus 855. See the properties. What is tan of minus theta? If it is cos and secant, I told you ignore it. But tan, no, it is an odd function. Tan of minus theta is minus tan theta. So write it as minus tan 855. Now, it is more than 360. Whenever it is more than 360, you have to divide by 360. Divide by 360, 855 divide by 360. What do you get? 720, 5, 3, 1. 135. So, it is tan 2 times 360 plus 135. So, it is in terms of 360. Whether 2 times or 3 times doesn't matter. Whenever it is in terms of 360, ignore this and just write minus tan, because writing in terms of 360, don't change the ratio. So tan 135. Just write it as tan 135. So remember that it is 3 twice, it is 2 times it is going. Say once, 1, 2 first, then again second revolution, it is reaching here 720, then it is moving and going to 135. So that is minus tan 135. You can write it as the second quadrant. 135 is in the second quadrant. So we can write it as 180 minus 45. It is in terms of 180 I am writing. So minus, when it is in terms of 180, it need not change. It will become tan 45. But second quadrant, which is positive, sign positive. So tan should be negative. Already there is one minus sign here, right? And you have to put one more minus sign because this is the second quadrant. So this will become plus now. This minus sign is already there. It is from the question. And 180 minus 45 is the second quadrant. So tan is negative. So it will become minus into minus plus. So tan 45 values.
Question number 5. Cosecant 1125. So divide 1125 by 360 and check the number of revolutions. So when you divide 1125 by 360, you get 3 times. So it is equal to 1180. The remainder is 45. So we can write this cosecant 1125 as cosecant 3 times 360 plus 45. So it is 3 times 360. When you write in terms of 360 or 180, you need not change the ratio. So you can just write as cosecant 45. And cosecant 45 is in the first quadrant. All the ratios are positive. So it is equal to root 2. Cosecant 45 is root 2. So plus root 2.